Do you believe safety is a luxury? Many think protecting your home requires expensive weapons. They believe you need the strength of youth just to use them. Today, we prove them wrong. We are diving deep into 7 selected firearms. They are reliable, they are easy to use, even for mature hands. And the most important part, every single one is under $300. These are effective defense tools, and they prove that peace of mind isn't expensive. The path to self-defense often starts with the essentials. The simplest tool is often the most effective. Take a look at the Heritage Rough Rider. It carries the spirit of the American frontier. This gun is usually chambered in .22 long rifle. It is a single-action revolver. Its price is often under $200. Sometimes it's closer to $150. This proves that good training is key. Confidence can start with something that's easy to manage. It is made by Heritage Manufacturing, based right in Georgia. Its design is very straightforward and dependable. The main features are its simplicity. The recoil from a .22 LR is almost zero. For a senior or someone with arthritis, practice without pain is priceless. Now, many versions also have a .22 WMR, that's Winchester Magnum rimfire cylinder. This provides a significant boost in terminal power, but the recoil remains very easy to handle. Its core strength is its approachability, not just its cost, but its function. The single-action system means you must cock the hammer manually for every shot. This forces a deliberate action. This can be a safety plus. It lowers the risk of a mistake under stress, especially for a new shooter. It promotes careful, deliberate accuracy. Of course, its weakness is that same single action. It is not the tool for fast follow-up shots. And look, while the .22 LR is not a top-tier defense round, good shot placement can stop a threat. It is certainly better than no defense at all. Its typical cost is right in that $150 to $200 range. This makes it a fantastic starting point. Picture a person in their golden years, maybe a grandparent. They wish to learn basic firearm safety. The Rough Rider isn't just a firearm, it's a guide. It builds skill without fear. It is the quiet knowledge that defense is possible, easily learned, and very light on the budget. You might believe such a light round is not enough, but sometimes low recoil is the most vital feature. However, when a little more power is needed, other options exist. We now turn to the Rock Island Armory M200 and M206. From the Philippines, made by Armscore, these revolvers are true workhorses. They offer .38 special power at a cost that is very low, typically hovering between $250 and $300, even less for a used one. The M200 model has a 4-inch barrel. This is better for aiming. It adds velocity to the .38 special round. The M206 is its snub-nosed relative. It is made for easy concealment with its 2-inch barrel. Their type is clear, double-action, single-action revolvers. The key attraction here is the .38 special cartridge, a round with a long history. It was used by police and for civilian protection. It balances stopping power and recoil well, especially from a solid all-steel gun. The strength of RIA guns is their tough simplicity. They inherit this from classic Colt concepts and their low cost for a defense-caliber weapon. For a senior, the double-action trigger is heavier, but it adds a margin of safety. The single-action mode allows for precise aim. They are known to be quite dependable, a critical point when money is tight. The main complaint is often the finish. It is functional, but not as polished as pricier guns. Also, the M206 snub-nose, while easy to hide, will have more recoil. It also requires more practice. A good example is a retiree on a fixed budget. They need a simple home defense gun, the Rock Island M200, in a drawer. It is not a fancy display item, but it is a guardian, ready for a moment it hopes never arrives. It provides a real step up in power without emptying the bank account. While revolvers offer a very simple, intuitive use, the modern world of defense points to semi-automatics, especially for their ammo capacity. If the plan is to get a modern gun on a tight budget, the SCCY CPX-2 is a major option. That's pronounced SCCY. This American company, SCCY Industries, builds affordable 9mm pistols. Released in the early 2000s, the CPX-2 is a compact gun. It has a polymer frame and is double action only, DAO, in 9mm. Its key specs include a 10+1 round capacity. This is generous for its small size. This model has no manual safety. The CPX-1 model does. The DAO trigger is long and heavy, about 9 pounds. SCCY frames this as a safety feature, much like a revolver's trigger. For seniors, the big advantage is getting a 9mm, a strong and common defensive round, with good capacity in a light gun. The price is often shockingly low, frequently found between $200 and $250. SCC also gives a lifetime warranty. This is a big sign of faith in their product. However, that heavy DAO trigger is its biggest flaw. It can be hard for those with weaker hands or arthritis. This can affect accuracy. The slide can also be stiff for some to operate. In the real world, the CPX-2 is often a truck gun or a deep carry option for those who need capacity on a budget. Its value is clear. For someone who practices with that trigger, it offers a modern defensive package, one that will not hurt the retirement savings. It is a bold statement. You do not need to spend a lot to have a capable, high-capacity firearm. Navigating the budget semi-auto market means checking triggers and ergonomics. If the long, heavy pole of the SCCY is a problem, another big name offers a different feel. The Taurus G2c, or its update, the G3c. Made in Brazil by Taurus Armas, these guns have a huge market share. They often impress critics with their value. The price is usually in the $250 to $300 range. The G2c, which came from the PT-111 G2 and the newer G3c, are compact 9mm pistols. They are striker-fired. Key features include a 12+1 round capacity, an accessory rail for a lighter laser, often a manual thumb safety, a loaded chamber indicator, and, for a budget gun, a trigger that many find very, very good. It is a lighter, cleaner pull than others in this price class. It also has restrike capability. This means if a round fails to fire, you can pull the trigger a second time. This is not common on all striker-fired guns. The strengths are clear: good capacity, good ergonomics, and a more user-friendly trigger. For seniors, a better trigger can mean better shooting. The G3c, specifically, has better sights and slide cuts. This makes it a bit easier to handle. The perceived weakness is Taurus's past reputation for quality control. But models like the G2c and G3c have helped fix that image. Many owners report great reliability. The slide might still be hard for seniors with low hand strength. As with most semi-autos, a common story is of a person, someone who likes solid, no-frills engineering. They were wary of the brand at first, but they find the G2c or G3c to be a reliable and comfy shooter, perfectly fine for protection and range time. It delivers true value for the money. For many, as physical needs change, The top priority in a defense gun is ease of carry. When deep concealment and low weight are the most important factors, the 380 ACP pocket pistol is the answer. Here, the Ruger LCP and LCP-2 are leaders. Ruger, a giant in American gun making, launched the LCP in 2008. It quickly became a top seller for concealed carry. The LCP-2 came later, fixing some of the original's issues. These are micro-compact 380 ACP semi-auto guns. The key features are their tiny size and low weight. They vanish in a pocket or a purse. The first LCP had very small sights and a long, heavy trigger. The LCP-2 improved this greatly. It has better sights, a much improved trigger, and an easier-to-rack slide. This last part is vital for seniors. Capacity is 6+1 rounds. The main strength is how easy it is to carry. You are more likely to have it. For a senior, the LCP-2 specifically has a more manageable slide. The 380 ACP, while less powerful than 9mm, is seen as adequate for close-range self-defense. The weakness is the snappy recoil. This comes from such a small, light gun. This can be hard to control for those with weaker grips. Also, 380 ammo is often more expensive than 9mm. The original LCP can often be found for under $300. The LCP-2 might be just over that mark, but sales can lower the price. Imagine an older woman living alone. She wants discreet protection. The LCP-2, hidden but ready, represents empowerment, a small tool for a big peace of mind. While these new micro-compacts offer modern design and light materials, there is a real appeal in classic all-steel guns, especially in revolvers. Sometimes, the best buy isn't the newest model. It's in the legacy of a proven design. This leads us to a used Smith & Wesson Model 10, or a similar .38 Special K-frame. For many years, the Smith & Wesson K-frame, chiefly the Model 10, was the standard gun for police officers everywhere. Millions were made since 1899. They are 6-shot, double-action, single-action revolvers. Chambered in .38 Special, most have a 4-inch barrel. Their key features are their strong, all-steel build, their famous reliability, and often very smooth triggers, especially on the older guns. For a senior, the weight of the steel frame, while heavy to carry, absorbs recoil. This makes it more pleasant to shoot than lighter alloy guns. The simple operation, just point and pull the trigger, is a benefit of revolvers. It helps under stress. The strength of a used Model 10 is getting a piece of history, known for its total dependability, often at a very low price if you search the used market. Police trade-ins or private sales can sometimes be near $300. The weaknesses are its size and weight, making it less ideal for carry, and its 6-round limit. Finding a perfect one under $300 can be hard, but for home defense, where size is not a problem, a Model 10 is like an old faithful dog, reliable, comforting, and still ready to do its job. It's a real link to an era of high-quality work. Finally, in any talk about true budget self-defense, we must mention a brand that causes debate, yet it has a loyal following, precisely because of its low price: High Point Firearms. Specifically, let's look at the High Point C9, their 9mm pistol. Made in Ohio, High Point guns are known for their rock-bottom cost. The C9 is often available new for under $200, sometimes even near $150. It's a striker-fired 9mm semi-automatic. Key features include a durable polymer frame. That frame surrounds a die-cast alloy slide. This gives it a unique, if bulky look, and a lot of weight for its size. Standard capacity is 8+1 rounds. The main strength of the Hi-Point C9 is its incredible price for a new 9mm pistol. It also has a no questions asked lifetime warranty. Many owners report it works surprisingly well. They often call them ugly, but they work. For a senior, that heavy weight, while clumsy, does a great job of taming 9mm recoil. It makes it one of the softest shooting 9mm guns. This can be a huge plus. The weaknesses are many. From a design view, it's heavy, bulky, the ergonomics are often called brick-like. The trigger can be long and spongy, and its looks are often criticized. Taking it apart for cleaning is also harder than most. Yet, for someone on the tightest budget, for whom $250 is too much, the Hi-Point C9 is a functional tool. It can provide a level of home defense. It is the core idea that some gun is better than no gun. It proves that even with very little money, a defensive option exists. It is a choice that picks function over fashion, price over polish, and for some, that is exactly what is needed. So, you've seen it. $300 can buy a lot of peace of mind, from the basic 22 to the modern 9mm. Don't let a budget decide your safety. The choice is yours. But what is the most important part? Training. A $200 gun you shoot well is always better than a $2,000 gun locked in a safe. Now, we want to hear from you. Tell us in the comments, which gun from this list would you choose? Or do you have another budget-friendly pick we missed? Share your knowledge. If this video was helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more real, no-hype reviews. Stay safe and stay prepared.
Disclaimer. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It does not promote, instruct, or encourage the use, sale, or modification of firearms.